In a stable relationship with a person, this could be a friendship, your romantic relationships, or literally any kind of relationship, both the people are there for each other in their highs and in their lows, and when there are no highs and lows. Getting my point? So we should always be a little careful of people who are either there only on our best days, that is when we are feeling at our best, when we don't need anybody, or when we have everything going in our favor. That is the first category of people, because such people might be opportunistic, so they might want something out of you. Okay. Now the second category of people that is less discussed are the people who are only there for you when you are at your lowest. These are the category of people that do not want to be there by your side when or celebrate your successes, but they'll always sort of be there when you need a shoulder to cry. But as soon as you are out of a negative phase of your life, these people might disappear or sort of like not want to congratulate you, not want to celebrate you. Now these people might have sort of like a jealous streak in them, that they might not want to see the other person succeed. So the second category is something that we don't really often consider when it comes to a healthy relationship. Any healthy relationship, remember, requires both the people to be there for each other at every phase of their lives. Okay. So the card that we have for you today are two major arcanas again. So the first card is the High Priestess, and the bottom deck energy is the Justice. The Justice is Libra energy, and High Priestess, I suppose, is Pisces. High Priestess is a card which talks about knowing the truth, seeing through the shadows of people or the persona that somebody shows. So a High Priestess is is the most intuitive card in the tarot, and this is a major arcana, which means that this, and as soon as whenever I'm reading cards for somebody and the High Priestess pops up, I always know that this person has a very strong intuition. So maybe there are certain people in your life with whom you do not feel very comfortable. Now these are two signs, and of course the second category is somebody that you must be very careful of when you are at your lowest, because when we are at our lowest, we tend to, we all need support. Who doesn't need support? Who doesn't like support? But in the name of support, we should always sort of avoid to make new friendships when we are going through a traumatic phase in our lives, because at that moment we might not be in our best headspace to know or to discern properly about who is good for our mental health and who isn't. Okay, now again, this doesn't mean that you begin to assess somebody's character, because that's of no use. But at the same time, we should have like a healthy level of discernment in us. So the High Priestess is somebody who knows. She knows, okay. Now when I say she, I do not mean that you have to be a female, but you can be of any gender. You can have whatever sexual orientation you have. It doesn't matter. But the High Priestess is a card that talks about the fact that your intuition is very strong at the moment and you need to trust your intuition. The bottom deck energy is the Justice card, which is Libra energy, which means that, and Justice, I always, see it with the sword. Like you see that there's a sword in this person's hand. The sword talks about cutting away people who are not good for you, cutting away bonds, breaking free from bonds, from friendships, from relationships that are not good for your mental health. Please, your mental health has to be your first priority. Always keep that in mind. So when in doubt, like another thing, like if you are in doubt about somebody's intentions, it's always to give a little bit of weightage to your doubts. Sometimes when we have a good heart, we begin to ignore the red flags to the point that it becomes sort of self-sabotaging and really impacts our mental health very negatively. So yeah, so that's all that I have for you today. I hope that this was helpful in some way, and I will see you again next time. Bye bye, take care.